right, this is going to be a great workout. This is going to be a functional movement workout. Let's go ahead and march, and I'll explain what I mean by that. So there's a lot of reasons why we exercise, right? It's great for our brain. It's great to help us maintain a healthy weight, all of that. But one of the reasons why we should be exercising and moving each day is because we need strength just to carry out daily movements. Kick your bottom here. Things like, unloading a dishwasher, bending and putting things up, taking things out of the trunk of a car, standing up off of a toilet. Basic things are really important. We have to push things. We have to pull things. We have to pick things up. Get a little calf stretch here. And all of those daily movements, if we want to be able to keep doing them, we need to strengthen the muscles involved in those movements. That way, one of the biggest things is we can avoid an injury. I'm sure many of us have tried to pick something up and just tweaked our back and kind of sets us up for some pain for a couple days. That's what we want to try to avoid. We also want to try to avoid having to go into like an assisted living home. If we can't get up off of a toilet or off of a chair, we're going to be in trouble. If we get to the ground and we can't stand up, that whole I've fallen and I can't get up thing, we need to be able to get up off the ground. So that's what this is going to be about, a lot of those basic movements. All right, we're going to hold our hands here and just do a little twist. Now don't go too hard on this. Twisting is something that we need to be able to do during our day. Moving, twisting. So we're just loosening up kind of our back here, moving side to side. Don't go too fast and don't go further than you can. That's it. You see how I'm pivoting on my toe there? That's important because we don't want to twist that knee. We'll do it 4 more times. Good. Feels good. 3 and 2 and 1. All right, we're going to take our arms out. We're going to hinge at our hips, not too far. Okay, we're just getting a little bit of a stretch. Down and up and down. Now use your glute muscles. So I'm here. I want to use my glute muscles to lift back up. And you also want to engage your core, meaning you're pulling up on your core muscles. And this is good because often we bend over during the day, stand back up, and we want to kind of just strengthen those glute or butt muscles that really should pick up that body again. Good. We'll do 6 more. That's it. 5. Come on up. And when you come up, come all the way up. Good. Let's do 2 more. 2, 1. Now, I'm going to pick up a light weight. You don't have to. But often, like again, think about the dishwasher, okay? We're bending to pick something up, and we're putting it up in a shelf. So that whole motion of picking and putting it up on a shelf, we want to do it properly. Don't let your knees come forward on this motion. So it's down, my butt's back, and up. Down and up. Down and put it up high. Good. Down. You don't have to squat as deep as I am. Just a little bit's good. Working a lot of muscles in our body now. We're going to do it 2 more times. And up. All right. Ready? We'll do the other side now. Down, picking something up on a shelf. Get into those heels. In your heels, weight centered. Heels, weight centered. Good. And up. Keep breathing. That's it. And we'll do 2 more times. All right. Now for this, I'm going to use my band. If you don't have one, just really focus on using the muscles. So here's what this looks like. I'm going to hold this band out in front of me, and I'm pulling back, okay? Looks like this. Pull back. That pulling motion. The rhomboid or upper part of our back, those muscles, they're important. So envision, you guys stay right here like this, but now envision I'm picking up something out of my trunk. Do you see how I have to use those muscles? That's what we're thinking about, using the muscles. Important to keep strong. And while you're doing this, really support your low spine by pulling your core, your deep low muscles there, up and in. 4, 3, 2. So that's a pulling motion. We're pulling up on something. And now we're going to focus on a push motion by taking it behind our back, right here. You see how mine is under my arms? Just here. Strong stance, and I push out and back. Push out. Push. Now, if you don't have a band, you could also do this laying down on the ground. You could go to a wall and do like a push-up, pushing against the wall, or maybe the top of your couch if it's super stable and not going to move on you, pushing like that. A chair could even work, again, a chair that's not going to move. Keep going right there. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Put that down. Now, you could hold a weight in your hand, you can put a band under your foot, or again, nothing. We're right here, we're bending to the side and using this oblique to pull us up. So, I was thinking the other day, I was sitting in a chair and I was trying to get something off the ground and I was bending down with my hand and pulling up. And I was like, oh yeah, that's the oblique muscle I work on. So I'm sure you're someone who wants to live life to the fullest as long as you're here on earth. So why not invest just a small amount of your time during your day into your physical health, which will really affect all other hours of your day. 2 more on the other side. You'll see I'm reaching down to my knee, right? My knee and kind of just below my hip. Knee and hip. This arm isn't moving, it's just holding that weight, and I'm really focusing right here. Good. Keeping these pulling up and in, supporting your spine, which is great. That's it. Like I said, all of these motions are going to help you during your day. Good. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now, if you want, you can hold on to a chair for this or a wall. But we're going to put one leg forward, one leg back. And we're going to keep our chest lifted and looking that way, just down, up. Okay? We're going to do a couple of these, and then we're going to actually do a movement that helps us to get off the ground, if you can. Good. That's it. Pushing through the heel of the front foot. 4, 3, 2, switch sides. One leg forward, one leg back. You take it down as low as you can go. You can go all the way down to that thigh, parallel to the ground, great. Don't go any lower than that. But if you also have to stay up a little higher in this region, that's good too. Do what works for you. Again, weight on the heel of that front foot. Shoulders back and down, chest forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now, this might be hard, guys, but you don't have to do a lot of them. But if you're down on the ground, okay, say you're down here and you need to get up, what you need to do is kind of that motion we just did. I'll do it at an angle. That leg comes out in front of you, okay? I'm going to push through the heel and come up. Do you see how that's kind of like a lunge like we just did? And then I can come back down. And then we'll do it on the other side. Here, press up, and come down. We'll do it one more time on each side. Right here, press through the heel and come up and down. And then the other side, press through the heel and stay up. Okay, here comes Leo. Hi, Leo. It's okay. So now the next movement we're going to do is I'm going to get a chair. You don't have to have a chair for it. You can just do the squat. But I want to show you that really, go way down, go on, good boy. A squat is really to help us get out of a chair. See how I have to stand up out of that chair? And this is also perfect squat form. So if you struggle with form on squats, get a chair. I mean, this is a great way. Transfer the weight to the chair, press through the heels, extension of your hip flexors, and back down. Up. Good. Just like that, with or without the chair. But I want you to have that good form of weight on heels, weight centered. That's it. This is one I used to do with my mom a lot. Sadly, she can't really do it on her own anymore at 93, but she can hold on to something and still pull up. So if you're not able to get out of the chair, it's also a good one to do by like a kitchen or bathroom countertop and pull yourself up. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Okay, another basic movement is if you're laying in bed and you need to get up, right? You're laying on your back maybe. So I want you to kind of, we're not going to lay all the way down, but we've got our bottom on the front part of the chair. Option on the ground, lay down, knees bent, and just come up and down, and up and down. Really using that core to pull yourself up. We need to be able to, if we're leaning back on a sofa, anywhere, we need to be able to pull ourselves up using the core muscles. If it's too much, hold your legs, pull on them. You know, maybe you need to do that first. Good. Come up. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, you can keep your chair here if you need to keep it for balance, but also you want to just, if you're using it, let your hand kind of hover. Only need it, use it when you need to. What we're going to do here is, if you think about it, if you need to step up into a car, right, you need to get this leg up and in. That's a movement we use during our day, or up on stairs, right? We got to be able to pick up and stay strong in our hip flexor and our quad. So what we're going to do, again, hover over that chair if you can. Just do little pulses right here, pulling that core in nice and strong, just like that. Good. Up and down. Now you can also do this sitting in the chair. Okay, you can just sit in that chair and lift up one leg. Good. Nice and high if you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Now the other side. Holding it up and lift, lift. That's it. Good. Keeping your core strong. You got it. So again, great exercises. And you know what I like about these? Hopefully you're motivated to do them because you see how they play out in your life, how they can help you to stay strong and avoid injury in your daily activities. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. And the very last thing we're going to do is balance. Again, if you need to keep the chair there, you keep it there. And all we're going to do here is just here, legs extends, arms out. Pull your core in nice and strong. Being able to stand on one foot, working on balance is really important. Very much a functional motion. We can catch ourselves from falling if we have good balance, good core. You're kind of training your foot and your leg to adjust when you start to fall. And we'll switch sides. Right there, holding it, core, pulling in, helps. So awesome job. I'm glad you did this with me today. And one of the other things that I hope really motivates you is that you know God's got plans for you. If you're still here on earth, he's not done with you yet. Okay? And I think has plans that, if you're strong physically and you feel good, it's easier for you to go out and do the good works that he's planned in advance for you to do. That's a big motivator for me. Let's go ahead and stretch up here just a little bit. Big motivator for me is that I want to be able to say yes. I want to be able to be the one who raises my hand and says, here am I, send me. Okay, how many of you just raised your hand? Probably. So if you did, you're saying the same thing. Here am I, send me. Switch arms, pull it back. And it's important that we care for this body that he's given us. Come up, pull forward, let your arms come down, and then round it up, and come down. Good. All right. You can continue stretching if you want, or just take on your day now, knowing that you are just done some great things for your body, and you should be able to, if you do this consistently, you'll avoid injury, hopefully. So thanks for doing it with me.